Hello everyone, and welcome to Telione Season 2, Episode 36. It's been about a month since the last time we've played, so let's just dust off some of the cobwebs and roll into it with a longer explanation of what happened last time. In the last episode, the loving adventurers known as the SunBringers had a little bit of a two truths and a lie, is what I'll call it, in Enos' room. I was like, what's your name again? God. In Enos' room while he was still bedridden. After that, the next morning, Elanora wanted to go and walk around the town and noticed a peculiar individual in the main lobby that has been there for the last few days. Looking at him, being very inquisitive for whatever reason about this very normal man, ended up finding out that that was Szala, secretly just enjoying the brothel and now was getting bothered. She took a swing at him because he threatened to hurt Enos, or said something about Enos. And he teleported to the top of the building, talked a little bit with her a little bit more, and then dropped her from the roof. Not too long after that, the entire group got together back in Enos' room for what ended up being the last part of his surgery by Vanessa Lovemore, with all the powers that they could think of to assist Vanessa in what she was about to do. The exhaustion on her was just a little bit too much, with having triple advantage and still barely succeeding. Being able to rip out the final spine chunk, as it is medically termed, out of Enos' back, she lost a good portion of her right arm and passed out on the spot. Looking around a little bit more, it seemed as though the Szala character, or Szala magic person that was there, has disappeared in place of a blue dragonborn, which Enos and Elanora had talked to in good extent, learning a lot about Draconic history and about Bahamut and Tiamat. This had led them to go on a little bit of a walk around Caulfield, where Enos got a message from Matrium Esperus, the book and owner of Magic for the Mindless, to say that he had a little bit of a job for Enos, since he was one of the strongest people he'd seen in a while, to deliver an iron ingot alloy to a person named Anya. They found Anya's house, knocked on the doors to some strange speaking that seemed broken up and very procedurally generated, I guess is the best way to kind of explain it. Going to the back entrance, they ended up inside the house, meeting Anya Ironfounder herself. A elven woman that has a prosthetic arm for her left arm. And that is where we start, is in Anya's kitchen with Enos and Elanora. So I'm definitely appreciative of you bringing me my shipment. I did not realize I had missed when it had arrived.
Oh, it's no worries. We had gone into the shop anyway, and we were heading this way, and it was no problem.
Do you need anything from me while you all are here? Or are you just here to drop off your stuff and kind of head out?
That's a good question.
We saw her?
Yeah, like
right?
she showed it off and everything. She's like, yeah, this is my badass arm.
Okay, before I do anything, can I make a perception check around the room to see if I see any masks?
Sure, give me a perception check.
First roll!
Okay, that's not horrible. It could have been better. 15 total.
In her kitchen, you do not see any strange masks.
Okay.
There is just the automaton kind of hanging from the ceiling with its arm attached to the door frame. It's just like still kind of just looking at you, but it seems to have gone mute as if it's run out of words to say. But other than that, no masks.
Real quick, we did just come to her place because we needed to drop off the delivery, right?
Yeah, you were asked to do so by Matrium.
And it wasn't like we were given her name and be like, oh, if you need information, go.
Yeah, no, it was literally just like, yeah, this person hasn't shown up, and this shipment's a waste of space in my place. Can you guys do something about it?
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to double check because my brain did not work for the past month.
Um,
Where did you make your arm, or where did you get that?
oh, yes, I definitely made it myself, down in my workshop. Most of the other buildings within the city don't really have a basement. It did take a while to construct mine, but it did get finished, so that's very fun. It's a fully functioning forge and everything. It's similar to Harbeck's, but more personalized.
If you don't, oh, sorry, you can go ahead.
Would I be able to see it? And just like the past few minutes as we've been talking, like I've been looking around the room at all the automatons, just fascinated that.
You only really see the
one at the
one.
door.
Yeah,
But,
there's only really the one. You can kind of see the other one at the front door down a hallway, but that one doesn't seem to notice anyone's here. But like you have seen some kind of automaton since you guys did have the Shield Guardian for a while, but these are nothing like that.
but like fully automated, or like don't rely on like.
Yeah. If you'd want to see the forge, you absolutely can. Not very often people willingly come into my house to be interested. They usually come into my house to say, "Shut the hell up! You're making too much noise, Anya," and then I just say, and then walk away. But neighbors are so fickle, aren't they?
Yeah. Sure. If you'd like to show us around.
She takes you down the stairs. It's literally just like a hole in the wall that goes down from her kitchen. No door, no safety. Who needs that? It's really ramshackle. You can see like a main forge that'd be in the same spot as the fireplace up above to use the same chimney as the forge chimney as well. It's got a nice table and there's a bunch of tools that are very well crafted and such. You see a schematic above the workbench, and it doesn't look like anything either of you have ever really seen before. And you can kind of see a bunch of metal pieces just thrown around on the main work table as well.
I'm gonna point at the schematic or like the blueprint. What is that?
Oh, yes. This has been my most recent project. General Storm Main had asked that I work on a type of ranged weapon that fired metal instead of arrows. So I've been trying to figure out how that would function without hurting people. Hurting people as in the person firing the small metal round.
When was the last time you talked to General Stormmain?
Oh.
How long is this? How long has things been here? It's been about a month, I'd say. I have no sense of time, so it might have been 2.
And that was when he commissioned you to make this?
A little bit, yes. I don't know if he's ever asked anyone else to make anything of the same caliber, but he asked me, so that was nice.
Are you aware that General Stormmain is dead?
Well, that doesn't sound right. How? Did he die from old age? Like, there's nothing else that would have really been able to stop him.
I am gonna shoot a quick glance to Enos, really uncomfortably, like... I don't know if we can trust this woman. Can I do an insight?
There's not a lot of...
Just like a general insight, like the vibes I get. Can I do a vibe check?
Yeah, give me a
Vibe
vibe check.
I'm just gonna say there's not like a lot of details on how he passed.
Give me a deception check.
I'm not saying I don't know. I'm just saying the general knowledge.
I got a 6 on my
plus 0.
insight.
Got it. Okay. Plus 0, so just a 16.
Huh. That's definitely an interesting tale. Does explain why I haven't gotten any updates from him in a little while.
Yeah.
Oh well, he was a jerk anyway.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a fun project that I'll finish either way.
Yeah. Listen. Does that arm only work for you, or could you make it for someone else?
I can make another prosthetic if that's what you're asking. Do you want to have a
Yeah.
third arm? I can just like
No.
attach one underneath your armpit.
No, not for me. You didn't get a good insight. Did you? Okay, that's fine.
I didn't get a good
You know
insight.
Vanessa? Works at the. Hold on. The Great Night.
I think I've heard of her. My neighbor might be her boyfriend or something. I
You know what
don't
the
leave
Great
my
Night
house
is?
much. No.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, she has been very kind to us, but she had a terrible incident and lost her arm, and we would like to repay her for her kindness. If there's anything we could do for you, maybe to so you could build her a prosthetic for us. I mean, we did bring you a lot of metal, but I'm saying, if there's like anything else, I don't know.
The prosthetics. This one's fully functional. It's connected to my brain and magical prowess, so it can actually function and move as a real hand. Did you want something like that? Because that's a little bit harder to do. Or would you want one that's just there?
I mean, I think because of her
Profession.
job, she might need a fully functioning one.
It doesn't feel like flesh as she like rubs it against your face, and just feels like a skeletal hand going across your face, and it is very uncomfortable and cold.
I don't think some people wouldn't mind.
What is her profession? Is she a tinkerer as well?
No, but she
Yeah. She be tinkering.
She does.
Anyway.
I mean, not really, but she does need fine motor skills. If you
I would definitely have to meet her to kind of get the rest of the specs.
we can take you there. I don't know. I don't think she's in rest. Resting.
Okay.
That might be the perfect time because as soon as she's healed, she's going to be getting back to work.
For me to create the prosthetic that can connect to the mind, I will need a stone to do so, and it's far more expensive to build that. Yes, like a magical gemstone, typically. You see she fiddles with her left hand. In the palm of it, there's this like purplish stone that's just glowing energy, and she locks it back in.
Where did you get that one?
I had to special order this from Matrium. I'm not sure what it is called. I leave that up to the wizards. I just put metal together and make it function with magic. But these prosthetics are not cheap. So.
Well, maybe you should talk to her anyway. I don't even know if she even wants it. I'm just trying to repay her for her kindness. Maybe we should talk to her before we agree on anything. What do you think, Eleanor?
I'm sorry. I'm still. I just need to know. Do you have one of those machines? Like, I know you said you hadn't figured it out fully, but do you have one of these like built somewhere that you've been testing?
Yes, I do have a couple of them, but I have run out of the correct metal materials to continue building more of them.
Would I be able to see them? Maybe. I don't know much about building, but maybe I'd be able to figure out your problem.
My problem?
You said that you had been having trouble figuring out how to get it to work without hurting the user.
That was the initial issue. I've kind of worked all of that out within the last month or so, so it's been going better.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear.
Like, that was just in the initial blueprints of make thing go boom, but not boom the person holding it. That was just a part of the description of what I need to build. So instead of it being
Maybe
like
it's
a
a-
thing you throw and explode, it's more of a thing that you just fire.
And is it like a big contraption, or is it more like a bow size?
Oh, it's fairly small. He wanted them to be very compact and less materials to use.
Gotcha.
But I don't think I'll just be showing it to anyone. We have just met. You seem nice and all, but that's how most thieves steal things, is they become friends with the person they're stealing from.
I'm sorry if that came out. I'm just a naturally very curious person, and I've never seen anything like that before, so... But forgive me for overstepping.
Okay.
But we could always ask, or if you wanted to talk to, what's her face? What is her name? I'm, like, forgetting everything.
Vanessa?
Yes, Vanessa. We could always, if you wanted to talk to Vanessa and see if that arm would be something she'd be interested in, or arrange a meeting, because, you know, we don't know for sure if that's something she wants, but I'm sure it would be a great help for her.
Well, you know where I'm at, so you can talk to Vanessa and then just come back to me with the information, and that would be fine. And regarding the weapon I've made, if you wanted to buy one, that's a completely different story. Since I guess I don't have to make 1,000 of them anymore.
How much would it cost?
After materials and the ammo necessary, about 1,200 gold pieces.
Let me get back to you on that one.
Okay. It's nice to meet you all as she starts ushering you back up the stairs and everything.
Oh, okay.
Crap, hold on.
Thank you. Yes.
I want to... obviously not in character. I want to take the blueprints. And I'm trying to figure out how I could do it. I don't think I have any spells that would let me do it. So I'm just gonna leave it be for now.
Okay.
Because I'm... Well, actually... Can I use Bless on myself?
It's
Or
very
does it have to be...
it's very visible. All magic is extremely visible.
Okay, then never mind. As we're walking out, how big is the blueprint?
It's like a good poster size, probably like a 3x2, 3 foot by 2 foot blueprint.
As she's leading us back up the stairs to walk us out, I'm gonna real quickly... I'm gonna like bang my foot really lightly against a table to make it sound like I tripped a little bit, and like that, I'm gonna really quickly rip the poster off and shove it into my coat. But follow up behind Enos really quickly. So would that be like a sleight of hand or like a deception? Because it's kind of a multi.
It would be deception, then sleight of hand, I guess.
Okay. Oh god, this is going to go really well or really badly. So I got a nat 20 on the deception.
I hate this game.
Can I roll my sleight of hand with advantage then?
Yeah.
No.
And then my sleight of hand is gonna be a 15.
I'm really trying to think of how to word this, because Enos's passive isn't high enough to notice this either.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you just like stub your toe, elbow onto the table, and go, ah! Shh! and just like quickly put it into your pocket. Seems like no one saw it.
I curse as I follow up behind Enos. Oh god, that really hurt my toe.
Yeah, now we have 2 cripples.
But
Are you
Well,
okay?
like-
You're good.
I'm fine. If I really needed to, I could just do a lay on hands later, but it's really not that bad.
If
I
you
don't
need me
think
to
it's-
amputate your toe and give you a prosthetic one, I can do that as
No,
well.
no. I am perfectly fine, but thank you for offering.
Pulls out a gun, aims at your foot. Bang.
But anyway, we'll be in contact about Vanessa's answer either way. That way, you know if you need to be prepared and start gathering materials. But it was lovely meeting you, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you bringing my stuff. I should really go to sleep soon. As she like slams the door behind you.
I guess we start walking back. I'm gonna wait until we're a good bit away before I pull out the blueprint and show you. I didn't want her to be able to make any more. I mean, I'm sure she could figure it out, but I think we need to destroy this because I don't think this is something we should let other people get their hands on, or we keep it.
I have an above board question for Catherine. Who do you think made the blueprint?
I'm assuming she did, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's one of those things that, like, if it's a really small thing, that it's really hard to remember. I'm also more worried about if someone else were to find it and take it,
Interesting.
considering we're still going against one of Stormmane's generals.
So Winter and Raskus, you are in the room with Chester and Vanessa still. If you have anything you want to do, or if you just want to cut right back to whatever's happening on the other side of town.
I don't even know. Like, I just have a bunch of above board thoughts. But anyway,
Yeah, Vanessa's still just like in that exhausted, resting state that she was in after performing the surgery on Enos.
I guess I'm just gonna tend to Vanessa in any way that I can, just to make sure she's okay. Like bringing like wet washcloths if she needs it to cool down or whatever.
Okay, Winter, anything?
I'd probably help too. Trying to figure out if there's, with all the knowledge, well, with the bodily knowledge that Winter knows, trying to help any way I can. Not specifically numbing people, obviously, but like anything else to alleviate any pain.
Yeah, during your time there, there's like that constant rotation where Maisie shows up, Elaine shows up, Dixon. They all make their appearance to be like, oh god, her hand's gone, and then they quickly leave. You guys can't tell if it's them putting a facade on, since you know that they're assassins, or if they're actually like, holy shit, that's beyond anything I've ever seen. But yeah, if you just want to keep tending around and don't plan on heading anywhere else, we can go back to Enos and Elanora.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm good.
We just want to watch what's happening over there. Okay, let's go back.
Yeah, just hope my friends are making smart decisions.
Yeah, I just hope they're being respectful to people.
I say that out loud to Winter as
This
we're
won't be the
tending.
first time.
We're walking and just to gather material. Just like, man, I sure hope Enos and Eleanor are making smart decisions and being good people.
As the camera zooms away and goes back down the fourth right to Elanora taking out the blueprint in front of Enos.
What is that?
That's the blueprint that she had. Do you not recognize it? Like, we were just in there.
Yeah, no, I meant, why do you have it?
I don't know, something didn't feel right about letting her keep it. I mean, especially because it's something that's Storming wanted, and I mean, I don't know. Something was just telling me that I needed to make sure she didn't have it, and especially that it didn't fall into anyone else's hands. Especially Bennett's.
Okay. Eleanor, I trust you, but we're trying to get this woman's help. If she finds out that you took it, why is she going to want to help us?
Look, I don't know. I don't feel good about what she's doing. I mean, I know she's doing it for business, but it's already bad enough that the weapons that we have now exist. And now she's bringing that. I don't want to think about how many people are going to die because of it. He could have used that on us. He could have used that down in the Underdark. Just forget it. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
I get it. I mean, when she mentioned that she was working with General Storming, I worried too, but she doesn't seem like a bad person.
I don't think she is.
She seems like a good judge of character too. Well, except for working for General Storming, but that's more because he was a high-ranking official.
I think she's nice. I'm worried about what will happen when people start using those things. She doesn't plan to keep them. I mean, you saw how easily she would have sold that to me. And I don't feel good about it. Something feels really wrong about it, and I don't know. Let's just keep going back to the inn. It's getting late, and you need a rest too.
Alright, just whatever you do with that, just do it quickly. You need to burn it, destroy it, whatever.
I will. Go on ahead. I'll take care of it. I'll be there in a minute.
You guys are walking on a pretty packed street of people once you make it back to the main road. And they're just kind of bumping into you and everything. Enos doesn't feel very great to kind of get bumped around, even though you are taller than most of the people there.
Is it pretty late at night at this point, or is it still
it's
just
like 2 p.m. if that.
Oh. Once you said I need to go to sleep, I was like, oh, it's nighttime.
For someone who works in their basement, anytime is nighttime.
That's
Probably
great.
hasn't slept in days.
Okay.
So are you guys heading back to the Great Night?
Yeah.
Okay, you walk back in. The piano player's still going. You can see constant movement on the main floor. Very fancy looking people. A couple people that just seem to be a little bit dirty but are wearing their nice attire. Seems like a pretty busy day in the Great Night at the moment.
Can I do a perception check to see if my least favorite person is there?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Never mind. It was a 7.
You see this man with this slick back hair. You're like, it must be him.
I'm gonna leave it. Because last time I got dropped from a building.
Yeah, so you all can meet up back again in Enos's bedroom. Or Elaine's bedroom, as it is actually supposed to be.
He's still asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still kind of out of it, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she is still out of it. me and Winter have just been kind of tending to her best we can.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot better job than I've been able to do. I don't know this magic-y healing stuff, so she could have died. I wouldn't have really known. I'm just here to move her from point A to point B. But they've been taking really good care of her.
That was Chester, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
great
remember
job,
the voices of the
Chester.
characters.
You know, that's why I had to watch the episode earlier today.
Like, I knew it was doing a great job, Chester. So we met someone in town, because I feel bad about the situation. You know, she was really kind to us and lost her arm in the process.
Yeah.
But we met this woman named Anya. She makes prosthetic arms,
Great.
body parts.
That sounds great for. Is she willing to make? Is she willing to make a new arm for
She
Vanessa?
is. She is.
You
Well,
sound
you
might
might
cost-
doubtful.
It might be expensive.
Okay.
We didn't actually talk about the price because I want to make sure I talk to Vanessa about it first. You know, don't want her to just show up and have a metal arm, right? So I figured we should talk to Vanessa about it first.
He did say it would be very expensive,
It probably would be very expensive.
and we would need a magic stone for it.
Okay.
But that's an option.
Okay. Well, we can talk to her whenever she wakes up. Seems like a good idea.
She really needs rest. And
Yeah,
I
and
don't
I figure
think
if
she's in. Sorry,
Go-
I was
go
gonna
ahead,
say
Matt,
I
go
don't
ahead.
think she's in the. I turn over and look at her. And be like, I don't think she's in the talking mood.
Yeah.
Can I roll for like an insight?
On her body?
Yeah, on Enos because
Oh.
it just feels a little off.
It just
Okay.
feels weird in here.
A little, it smells weird in here.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me an insight check, Enos. Either a persuasion or deception for whatever was said.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what you're trying to glean.
You're just not talking like
I'm pretty
Enos
sure you're
typically
gonna
talk.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get more. Oh, that's not bad. What am I? I don't have a +0 to both anyway, so it's 16 total.
17.
Mhm.
14 plus 3.
You gauge that
Or
there's
like-
something that's being hidden between those two.
I look over at Winter and I wink.
Fuck. Raskus, is there something in your eye?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. There's a lot of dust in here.
Okay.
Anyway, I
anyways.
was thinking if it's too expensive, we could figure something out.
Yeah.
Vanessa could also chip money in. At least the Great Knight would be able to put some money into whatever the prosthetic would cost.
Yep.
Well, you know, I personally feel bad because it was most like because of me.
We're
that she
not
lost
hurting
it.
for money, Enos.
I'm just saying. I'd feel bad if I didn't chip in.
We can chip in a
Somehow.
little bit, but
Somehow.
we could have got a price.
I mean, I could work a few days.
That's what I was about to
here,
ask
fine.
again. Did we get a price?
No, we didn't.
No,
No, we
just
didn't.
that it was
Price for the
expensive.
gun.
So we came. Yes. Okay. Wait. So y'all came
Done.
back.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was an above the board question.
No.
Eleanor, what?
No,
Yeah.
that was above the board.
No, that was above board.
Okay.
It was
I
called
was
a
about to fry
firearm.
you. I was about to fry you.
Yeah. So y'all went, asked about a prosthetic, didn't get a price,
Well,
came
she
back
gave us
here
two-
to ask, and then you
two
have to go
options.
back to get a price, and then come back to make sure we're okay to pay that price, and then go back to Anya to confirm.
Well, she gave us two options. There's the one that's just standing there, just kind of hanging
Mhm.
there,
Yeah.
and then there's a more fully functioning one.
And
And the
how
fully
much is it?
functioning one is more expensive, is what she said.
But
But I
how
don't know
much
the
more?
price.
Exactly. Okay, we can. We'll go. Okay.
We can go when we talk about it more.
We'll talk about
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll ask
Maybe Vanessa will be
Vanessa.
up at that
Yeah.
time.
Is there any more that we
So-
need to talk about? You guys.
Wow, that silence was shocking.
Yeah.
At that point, do I need to roll to see if there's something weird
Yeah.
going on?
Chester just coughs.
Raskus already did. Raskus already
Okay.
figured out there's something funky.
Okay.
If anything, I can work a few days here. I'm sure it's fine, right?
Yo.
Yeah.
Is
Like,
everything
we need the money.
is everything okay? Is Elanora in here, or is she
Yeah.
off diddling
Do I need
around?
to roll a deception check? Because if he's specifically asking,
Hold on. I mean, I just.
Well, I don't know if you're in the room or not.
Yeah.
oh,
Are you in the
yeah,
room?
I'm in the room. I'm in the
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I wouldn't ask. Y'all just seem a little weird. You hide anything?
Yeah, did anything
Oh, wait.
happen on the trip?
Wait, you guys weren't in here yet when I told you about Wait, did I already tell you guys about Szala?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still really shaken up by that, and that on top of having to constantly watch for the masks in the city. I'm very uneasy here.
Give me a deception check.
I was about to say
I was gonna say, can I insight
I'm looking at
Mhm.
I'm looking at bags and shit. I'm eyeing people up and down.
I'm
I was-
checking body language. A+6 insight.
Fuck that.
Oh, what did you roll?
I rolled a 15, but I have a +3 modifier for my deception, so
I
that's
rolled
gonna
a-
be 18.
I rolled a 14 with a +6 insight.
Damn.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just look over at Raskus and Enos, Elanora, and then over at Chester. Is the door
Okay.
closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there is every so often someone will walk in, but there's always a knock beforehand, and it seems pretty quiet right now.
Okay. We just quickly look around the room, and I just look at both of them, just glare at both of them. Something's obviously wrong, and something is not being said. Raskus, I realize there's something wasn't in your eye.
There was,
was?
but at
Oh.
the same time, like it was
Okay.
double meaning.
I understand.
Yeah.
You're both not saying something. There's something. Let's cut the bullshit, please.
What really happened at Anya's?
Chester, could you give us a minute?
Did you want me to take Vanessa with me, or should I just trust you all?
I mean, if you trust us, you can leave her here. I don't think you should be moving her around too much.
Well, I'll be right outside the door, so if I hear anything, that door's coming down.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So just open the door.
Just open the door so everyone can hear.
Guess still
alright.
in there?
Yeah, he closes the door as he makes his way out.
General Stormain had been in contact with her and asked her to make a weapon kind of like a crossbow, but that would shoot metal instead of arrows. Something handheld, and we saw the blueprint for it, and she has a couple already made. So
Okay.
That makes sense.
Anything about this blueprint and about this Anya? Was there anything that seemed foul, cross, not well?
I mean, it made me uneasy.
That
But-
wasn't my question, Elanora.
No, I mean, she seemed
Anya seemed
pretty
fine.
genuine about it, and she seemed like she didn't have ill intentions, but she also seemed really excited about.
Her passion.
Yeah, she was very passionate about making this weapon, and that's a little scary. But
And
Yeah.
what? Making things.
Making things, but making this thing in particular is very
Yeah.
bad. I
Like,
see where
her little
Eleanor's coming.
automatons were cool. They were a little creepy, but they were cool.
It was sick.
And her arm was like rad. But nah.
Well, I'm sold.
I'm just confused because if they're I get it. You're uncomfortable about a weapon that we don't know its intention.
Oh, I
But
know its intention. It's meant to kill people.
yes,
Yeah.
but
And
has
so
it?
they wanted a lot of them.
yes, someone did want a lot of them, but that person isn't an issue at the moment.
But one of his lieutenants still is.
The wizard?
Bennett.
Yeah, the wizard.
Yeah.
There's also, I mean, there's other people,
I mean, yeah.
other people that were part of Stormmaid, so it's not just the wizard.
I know, but
There's
I'm
also-
thinking you said Bennett, and we all saw Bennett, and I don't think weapons are his specialty.
But he
Yeah.
has
Think about
people
it.
who would follow him. That
Yeah.
would-
Does he? I feel like the army was Stormmaid's.
He's
And also,
This-
didn't we find out he was at the college, the whatever Bard
This is
college
what happens if
thingy?
you take a month off.
Bard
Not
college.
Bard college.
What
Not
the
Bard
fuck?
college. He's a professor at a college.
This is what happens.
He's not
Wizarding
here.
College. Were we told the name? No, we weren't.
In my
Anyway.
notes, I have he was a professor at a college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does not have a name. Still
No,
doesn't
we don't
have
have
one.
the name of the
Okay.
college.
Okay.
That's
So-
on me.
But yeah.
But
Well,
I mean, he's the one sending like most of these villages after us to turn us in. And Andrea told us that he's got a bounty out for us. So I wouldn't be surprised if he employed means to mortally wound us.
Okay. All right. However,
this makes sense.
but we need something from her, right? Potentially.
Essentially.
Then doesn't robbing her, because that's what it is. Kind of.
I didn't say anything about robbing her. I just didn't feel.
No, but you robbed her.
No, I didn't. I didn't tell you guys about me taking the blueprint.
Oh, you didn't.
shit, yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes, hold on.
Okay, fine. Okay, so she made a blueprint, correct?
Yeah, and she had a
Let's go
couple.
get
She
this
tried to
blueprint.
sell one to me.
Okay. Is her blueprint at her place?
Man, now you're just asking. You're just pushing
I
it.
feel
You're
like
just
I feel like
pushing it.
that's a little meta.
You're mixing. You're
Fine,
metagaming
fine,
right
fine,
now.
fine.
Anyone else hear that pigeon fly by? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
To be fair, we could have bought one and see how dangerous it actually is. She wouldn't let us
It's-
test it.
If it's
But
shooting,
we don't really
metal,
know how dangerous it is.
It sounds pretty dangerous. If it,
But
if
it's
this is,
small, compact.
But it's shooting metal. It's like
it has to go
I
fast. It has to be
get
powerful
stabbed
to
with
to
metal all
launch
the
the rocket.
time.
That's different. This is being launched.
this is like worse than an arrow. Especially if it's small, it's gonna tear right through your body and do even more damage.
I like how we're describing this.
I just
We don't know how, like, does it have the speed of an arrow?
I don't know.
Faster, some would say.
Or I mean the reload.
I just think that we don't
be quite
know
easy.
her intentions, and the fact that we are just assuming that this would lead to bad things isn't
It was
good.
it was made specifically for the war again.
Yes,
Actually,
Weapons
that's
are-
true because she said he commissioned it about 2 months ago.
A
and
month.
So 1 month or 2 months. So it was definitely going to be used against us.
was the word.
Okay.
Past tense.
This is just Raskus.
Okay, hold on. I can clarify some things here because Raskus has keen mind. You guys didn't piss Stormmain off until less than a month ago.
Oh, okay. I thought it was longer.
Yeah.
It felt like a long time.
Because he has keen mind. Today's the 22nd. Let's see when you pissed off Stormmain.
All the equations are showing up.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Hold on.
mind.
Might have been longer than I thought, actually.
I think it was the
You
20...
got your first strike with Stormane on the 28th, so less than a month ago is when you first pissed him off.
Okay, and
Yes.
this was commissioned when?
A month, maybe 2 ago, is the information you have.
Okay.
Okay.
Stormane didn't even know you existed
That's true.
2 months ago.
Okay then.
But it doesn't matter if they were used against us or other people. These are really dangerous weapons, and they shouldn't be being made. End
All
of,
weapons
end
are-
end
all-
of story.
But for the
I
fact
think-
that of someone saying that they were going to be used against you guys in particular,
I meant more
Raskus,
just, like,
Raskus, you can assume
the
that
underdog.
wasn't true.
like I was saying more
Yeah.
for the situation and the Underdark, but
Yeah.
I just want to like super clarify the super nitty picky of all that information.
I don't
That gets
know.
weird
Well-
here.
thanks,
I just-
Dad.
I don't know how long it's been.
Thanks God.
I just feel like, well, one, every weapon's a dangerous weapon. So I think
Yeah.
just specifically, no, I'm not agreeing with you. I think that specifically targeting this and being like, oh, but this specific one, I just feel like we're picking and choosing at this point.
Well, it's the first opportunity we've had to maybe prevent one. So
Elanora could have found out how bad it hurts. Could have let her shoot
I
you
don't
in
think
the
we
foot.
need. I don't think we need to. I think we have a pretty good idea how bad this would hurt.
If I go back, I might feel how it feels.
Damn. Okay.
I just don't feel right about this. I
Well, I
don't.
won't feel right about its existence.
But we're just What are you not feeling right about? Because you don't know above table. We don't know she has the blueprint, so she's just describing what she saw. So there's nothing to feel bad about.
I don't feel right about judging people's intentions without knowing them. That's what would be
Okay.
wrong about.
Okay.
It's the intentions part.
It
It's
wasn't
the
saying
Gotcha.
Anya's a bad person. I'm just saying I don't like the existence of the gun.
Yeah.
Like, so if that was a miscommunication, like above board, like I'm more referring to the existence of the gun, not the quality of Anya's character.
okay.
The same being made is not good. I think we can all agree on that.
So many things could be said being made isn't good, but okay.
We're not talking about. We're talking about this specific thing right now.
I know,
because this is
but
what we came in contact with.
Yeah, but I just feel like I don't know.
It's been a long day. I would like to go to bed. I don't. What time is it?
It's
3
pushing
a.m.,
like
yeah.
3.
I'm going to my room. Y'all do whatever you want.
I'll make
I
a
leave.
noise.
We could just fast forward and say spa day.
Yeah. Time to relax.
Yeah, a relax and rest kind of day now that Enos has his backpack.
Yeah.
I need to like take some alone time and process the fact that I almost got killed by Szala.
Before Elanora walks out, actually, of the room, just like grab her, just like, can I talk to you?
Has Winter already left?
No.
Not anymore.
Are you? Just kidding.
Yeah, whatever. I probably left already. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, sure.
Look, I told you before, I trust you. And I trust your decisions for the most part. But maybe next time, talk to us before you do anything rash. I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm not gonna tell them yet that you stole the blueprints, but just I guess try to keep us in mind where you make any rash decisions that could hurt the group.
I feel like I'm not
And-
going to a corner because to do what I believe in, I'm putting you guys in danger. and potentially jeopardizing Vanessa's ability to get an arm. But I can't go against what I feel is right. And I mean, it's too late now. I can't walk back to her and be like, sorry, I stole this. But I can't jeopardize my values for what you guys all think is right or what is safe. I can't always stop to have those questions. There are some things that I am not going to question that I believe in. And this is just one of those things that I can't. So I'm sorry that I didn't talk to you beforehand. Or that I go off and make rash decisions, or what you think is right.
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying maybe it wasn't the right time. If you would have told me after we got Vanessa's hand fixed, I would have snuck in there with you.
Well, sometimes there's not always... We don't always have time to wait. I didn't think I was going to get dropped from the build, or dropped by Szala today. I never thought we were going to see him again. We don't always have time to wait to make those kinds of decisions. It's not a luxury we have right now.
Okay. And I'll pull her in for a hug. If she'll let me.
I'm
sorry.
I'm just gonna pull away and walk out. I'm gonna go back to my room, and instead of destroying the blueprint, I'm gonna tuck it into my bag, and until I'm assuming I have like a book with me, and I'm gonna tuck it into a book.
I wanted to. How fast did she pull away? Would you say? How fast did you pull away?
Like as you were like walking towards the hug, like probably got your arms like sort of around my shoulders, but I'm so much shorter than you that I feel like I probably just like kind of ducked out and not like ran from the room, but definitely was like walking out.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna try to steal it. She got too far.
I'm also so much shorter than you. You'd have to reach down awkwardly so far to grab it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So if there's anything else you guys want to do during today and the next couple of days, you absolutely can.
I'm watching like a fucking hawk.
I'm just waiting for Vanessa to wake up, honestly.
I have a question. I guess above table for DM. For me, I can try to communicate with Glitter Gold whenever I want, but like him intervening with stuff, that's like a higher level type.
That's level
beat.
10, yeah. Divine
Yeah.
intervention.
Yeah. Okay. Then, are we skipping ahead a few days, everyone?
We can.
Yeah, I don't, because I would just say over the next few days, I want to try to communicate with Glitter Gold.
Okay.
But if we're going into the next day, I want to do it that night. But if we're going to skip ahead at some point during those few days, I'd like to try.
Yeah. I'm trying to fast forward through a little bit of stuff because we have been going really slow the last few episodes.
Okay.
So if you guys have anything you guys want to do over the next 2 to 3 days, now's the time.
I want to spend some time, like, when no one's around, just studying the blueprint.
Yeah.
And just understanding, like, I'm assuming it's, like, the same concept as a gun, like, where there's, like, a little explosion that actually shoots it, like, to project it out. Or if, I don't know if it's magic-based or not, but I just want to, like, study the blueprint to kind of get an idea of how it actually works and how this would be more studying it, but eventually figuring out like how one would make it and or take it apart to make it not usable.
How many times over the next 2 days are you going to look at it?
As much as I can, because I'm probably not going to leave the room much. So whenever Maisie's not there, I'm sitting and reading it.
Okay. Give me 2 intelligence checks. Should be just straight rolls.
So I have a +0 to intelligence. I got a 5 and an 18.
Ooh.
The first day of looking at it, it just looks like a bunch of scribbles. It's extremely hard to understand. On the second day, you wake up, fresh mind. You take out a notebook and try and like copy the way some of the drawings look, and by doing that, you slowly start to figure out the chamber system that it seems to have as the main central mechanism. This one seems to only hold 4 little round pieces of metal, and you figure that kind of inside or one of the ends of this cartridge that has this metal ball in it has some kind of explosive powder that when sparked fires it down the main tunnel. That would be where you would aim it from. So you do start to pick up a good bit of how this mechanism seems to work, but it's still kind of confusing. Enos and Winter, if you have anything you want to do.
When everyone's sleeping, I want to stunning strike everyone. But no. On my off time, no, Winter's whatever. They actually want to get in contact with Matrium Esperus, to help give any information about the Order of Odium, and try to just have conversation with them or anyone. I don't know what the police of this area or the I don't want to say special forces or whatever, but any criminal investigations about the Order of Odium, I want to help with that aspect, whether that's being just a conduit of knowledge for them or talking about my experience or whatever.
For the second part of that, there really is no special forces or anything like that. Like within this city, I'm assuming is what you're talking about?
I guess that's in this city, I guess.
You have the guards and you have Andrea. Those are the main sources of everything. But as Andrea had kind of told you before, she doesn't have much sway over the criminal people.
Okay. Then... Actually, something I do want to do. Is there any kind of shop where I can get a mask, like a new one?
You could go to Marty's Wall probably. It's like the main general store.
Yeah. I guess I'll go to Marty's Wall. And I would see if they have any masks, but in the instead of the Order of Odium mask, which was the theater happy or sad face or whatever, I think Winter would like to go with a mask that kind of has it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it other than
Spider-Man.
No, not Spider-Man. Just a mask with a hourglass on the sides of it, to just for them I don't know, undergo this transformation they're kind of going through.
Okay.
Kind of like a Romanesque helmet,
Yeah.
where you can still see the eyes and the nose, but it just covers most of the face.
Yeah. just to wash away anything that has to do with that old version of Winter to get this new one that's very focused about truth, honesty, and time.
Okay. Enos.
Waiting for Vanessa to wake up, and I'll probably do a couple walks around the main area to see if I find the. I'm assuming Eleanor described like Szala's disguise or whatever. See if I find anyone that looks like that.
I don't think she really did. She just said that she saw Szala.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I'll do like a lap around, see if I see anything amiss.
Can't exist happy. Thank you for that. I'm just looking at the Discord. So, Raskus, you spend your time trying to connect with Glitter Gold. Give me a religion check. It's +1. You're very much muted.
12.
Wow.
Oh wow.
You focus on your gold stone. Doesn't seem to have any connections. You have your shades on. You can feel the power emanating through them, but it doesn't seem like he seems to be answering right now. You do feel a little rumble of thunder every so often while attempting to connect with Glitter Gold. And you do assume that it's from your recent run-in with the Tempest magic that you had gone through.
Yeah.
Your bro magic.
Hell yeah.
But it doesn't really... Just, you're struggling these few days to try and connect with Glitter Gold.
Damn. Okay.
For Winter, you go over to Magic for the Mindless and ask Matrium about the Order of Odium. Well, the thing about them is, I don't know much about them. They seem to have been formatted after my time of creation, and I do not have much knowledge of after time from my creation. Don't know what is happening over there, so I will just mute you, probably. There we go. Before my creation, I do not have any recollection of an Order of Odium. I can send a request to the college over in Aranshis to see if they can send over the Book of Criminal Experiences, if you'd want to do that.
That would be nice. Question. Is it just me and Matrium Esperus in here?
There's like a couple
this
other shoppers just looking around, like looking at potions and other small items.
Okay. I kind of try to get as close. I don't know if you can whisper to a book or what whispering to a book looks like. But I look over at Matrium Esperus. Is there any way that you can... I'm giving you permission to pry into my brain with my thoughts?
I do not have that much capability. My magical prowess goes into identify, telekinesis, and mage hand. Beyond that, I do not have much other magical expertise besides being just a magical book.
Okay. I was going to ask if there was any way that you could see if the Order of Odium left any tracings of whatever, and if that could help you or anyone.
From one intellectual to the other, I wouldn't even know what I'd be looking for in that instance.
Okay. Well,
But I can send word over to the criminal professor and see if they can send over one of their lecture notes or something for you to look at.
really appreciate it.
Of course.
And I make my way out.
Yeah, and you head over to Marty's wall, where you see the middle-aged man just smiling away. Yeah, he just got his amber skin, his receding hairline. Welcome to Marty's wall. I hope you can find everything that you are looking for here. Do you need any assistance finding any particular items?
Hello, Marty. I'm looking for... a mask, a collection of masks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been going through a lot, and I just need something to symbolize this change that I'm going through.
We don't have many masks in this establishment, but I am very proficient at sewing things. If you'd want me to make a custom one for you over the next day, I can get that done pretty post-haste.
Cool. How much would it be?
Like 5 gold, not very expensive. I just have to have the right materials, and getting the embroidery right is extremely difficult sometimes.
Okay, yeah. And I write down like the new mask that I want.
Yeah, he like sketches out kind of what you're looking for, and it's pretty close.
hmm And after that, I also take off. Oh, do I want to take off the gloves? Nah, Winter's very comfortable with this at this point. Takes off the gloves and like, if you wouldn't mind embroidering these two,
Should be fine. What would you like on them as well?
I really would like the words life and requiem. One on one hand, requiem on the other.
You have really dainty, small hands. I'll see what I can do. Requiem's a little bit long of a word.
It's okay.
It might have to be like hyphenated in 2 lines, or diagonal going up the thumb, maybe.
Oh, actually, this might make it a little more harder. Prosperity and requiem. It can be.
You chose a longer word. Awesome.
Sorry.
6 gold. I can probably get this done today, as long as I don't have too many other people come in.
Okay. Thank you. Winter kind of puts their hands in their pocket now, just understanding that their hands are completely just like stained, and they're just like, ugh, let's put the hands in the pocket. And as they make their way back.
Okay. And finally, Enos, you're kind of patrolling around during these 2 days. Give me 2 perception checks.
That's fucking great. One is a 5 and one is a 13.
Yeah, looking around, it's just like the normal folk walking around. You got the elves, the humans, the dwarves, a couple halflings here and there, but they're a lot more rare than the other races. Nothing really seems out of the ordinary. It takes a good 36 hours, but Vanessa does finally wake up on that second day. And she's hungry. Like, each of you have your individual person that goes up to you. Maisie for Elanora, Elaine for Enos, Chester for Winter, and Dixon for Raskus. They all come up and say basically the same phrase of, Vanessa's finally awake if you care to go and see her.
Definitely.
Of course.
So,
Yeah, I'll go.
you all head up to her main office, where you see the very gaunt green tiefling sitting there trying to figure out how to use a fork with her left hand when she's right dominated. So she's like stabbing it really aggressively and trying to eat. But she seems to have a good amount of her personality back. Oh, good to see everyone. What day is it? Because I feel like I've been out for a little while, and it'd be nice to kind of know. It would be the 24th.
You've been out for 2 days.
Oh, my people are going to be very upset. They're used to me being very succinct about our appointments, so I'll just lie to them. I'm pretty good at doing that. Have you all been staying safe the last 2 days? Seeing that you're all here, I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a clusterfuck to kind of work around, but not much you can do about it, I guess.
Actually, I feel really bad about that.
Why?
I feel like it's my fault.
That's not true in the slightest. If anything, it's Vargok's fault.
Fair enough.
We can make Vargok pay for it.
If he'd be willing to, I'm not going to say no. Pay for what?
Do you know an Anya?
I think Maisie and Elaine have talked about an Anya before. One of their clients really hates Anya.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's she makes things. She has a prosthetic arm. And we were wondering if you want one.
It would definitely be easier to explain than my stump. It would be worth a shot. I don't know what that would entail and how different it would be for me.
Would you, when you're ready, not today, would you want to go and meet her? We know where she lives. You guys can talk about cost and which one you'd want. I don't know. I don't think you leave a lot, do you?
No. It's a little bit harder to leave right now. You see her move her left hand over her face and nothing changes. Yeah. Still kind of tapped on my magical capabilities.
Okay.
So I can't really
I thought it
do anything about
was her hat that disguised her.
I don't know.
I thought it was a bow in her horn or whatever.
Yeah, she had the hat of disguise.
Oh.
Interesting fact that I didn't remember.
Because I remember I asked about it, and it would be a lot for me to have one made for me.
Fascinating. How do I...
Sorry for ruining your plans, Monty.
How do I wiggle myself out of that line, then? It's just very uncomfortable trying to leave in the first place. Seeing how I would be a pretty big target in the eyes of associates around the city.
Understandable.
Anya can absolutely come here if she pleases, but I have no intentions of leaving since this business is a little bit close to home and less about going other places. I don't really do travel servicing.
We'll see if she wants to come here.
Why did you sound so unsure about that?
I don't think she leaves her house a lot either.
Well, you know, I understand. I do it myself. The other issue being, how is she going to react to all of this?
I think she's fine. I didn't really see any hidden masks in her house, so I don't think she's part of the order. We could make sure, obviously, before we bring her here.
That'd definitely be nice. I feel like if she was something, depending on who all went, she would have figured it out a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And if she has a prosthetic arm, I don't really think that's up the Order of Odium's alley. They like the big brutish guys.
Yeah,
They like having their people intact to destroy them mentally.
good to know.
I look very uncomfortable.
So
You get used to it, having a target on your back always. But I would like a hand, not just like to assist me, but so I could eat better. It's so much nicer to eat with my right hand. You don't know how bad it is to try and eat with your not dominant hand.
So I'm assuming you would want the
It's
one
really
that's
hard.
like
There's options? Do I get to customize it?
maybe. I didn't ask.
You all ask questions to everyone. How did you not ask this person questions?
I don't know how prosthetics work.
That is
so
very
it was
fair.
I didn't know what questions to ask, you know what I mean? But we can definitely find out if it's customizable. The more expensive one is like more fine motor skills.
That'd definitely be nicer to have in my work.
That's what we assumed.
Oh, she also doesn't know that you're she doesn't know you do what you do. We just told her that you need your hands for your work.
Oh, so I should dress modestly when I meet her. Okay.
Well, you don't
You
have,
don't have to. What you have to share with her is your choice.
Yeah.
The disguised self only has 2 looks, naked and the same outfit. So
So as long as you're wearing clothes, I think it's fine.
You know, we'll go talk to her.
go
You'll
for it.
Excuse me?
You'll go talk to her.
Yeah, we talked to her.
Raskus Winter, would you like to come with me?
Yeah, sure.
Not very good at talking.
So, Winter, Raskus, do you want to go?
Yeah, I think we should all go.
I forgot I still have Ian muted. That's on me.
Wow.
There was some kind of weird sound happening, so I had to quickly mute you, and I just completely forgot to undo that.
Yeah, there was like a wind coming out of your mic.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we should
we should
go. We should go.
Back there. I don't feel comfortable being around the guns there.
Still
I
don't
don't
know
know.
it's a gun. Can't
Oh,
No,
the
can't-
machine.
can't use the vocabulary. Yep, there you go.
The little...
The technology.
I don't like the contraption she has, and those automatons are a little creepy.
Right.
And
Well,
I'd rather not be outside of the safety of the inn more than I absolutely have to with recent events. I feel safer here rather than out in the open.
So,
What time is it right now?
4 p.m.
The funny thing is, I want to insight you, but I know the things that you said aren't wrong.
They
So,
are also true.
They're also true.
That
So
that is more my motivation, like above two.
yeah, I know.
But-
I was like, she better pick these words carefully.
I'm gonna
but-
start. Yeah, I'll start walking out towards.
Back on the table. Yeah, we can go. Yeah, I don't mind going.
no, it's interesting.
Yeah,
I'll-
so
I'll
you
tell
guys can
along.
head over to Anya's house.
Yay!
On our way there,
Anya!
I gotta tell them now.
Damn.
On our way there, I'm
Damn.
just gonna be like, okay, I don't know how things are gonna work out over there. We do need her help. She might not be very keen on helping us.
Why?
Why not?
You know those weapons that Elanora was talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck
She
you.
kinda, I have to tell them. She took the blueprints from her without her noticing.
Oh, so there's a chance that
He could hate
we
us.
won't get Vanessa's arm
There's a very good
because
chance that we'll see these weapons up close in person. Yes.
that's not what I was going to say.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
There's a chance that none of this will be possible because of a rash decision.
Exactly.
It's kinda-
Nothing's new about this situation. We've been
Yeah, so yeah,
in
this
long
is
and
this
dead
is
before.
this is our thing.
Yeah,
This is where we
literally-
thrive. We
No,
thrive
it's
in this
not.
environment.
No, it's not.
So- I think let's just we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
I
I'll let you
literally had
guys-
a conversation with Eleanor a couple of days ago about how I'd asked her, and she promised me to think before she acts.
I did think before I acted. Thanks very much.
Not smart, not correctly.
Who you talking to, Winter?
Oh, I heard a pigeon yell at me, and I don't know. Anyway, she made a promise, and she didn't keep it. So I'm not gonna say anything, but but I will be acting different towards her.
Okay.
Let it be
I'm
known.
gonna beat the shit out of her.
Don't you already do that?
I'll let you guys do the
we're
talking.
actually good before. We were good when we had our walk. And then, I mean, it's kind of, regress.
We regressed, yeah.
Anyways. Let's just go.
Let's
One
just
step
go.
forward, 2 steps back. Yeah. I'll let you guys do the talking. I'll stand in the bushes because
Thank
she
you.
probably recognizes me.
That is true.
If things go bad, I'm like right there.
So should we act like we don't know you? Then?
Yes. Yes.
Then
just
what should
say-
we say? Because she could probably piece together that we want her help about Vanessa, and then that makes us involved. Correct?
Yes, maybe. I don't know.
So-
I didn't think this through. I
Yeah,
didn't think I was gonna
no,
have
I
to
can
think
tell.
this
No,
through.
I can tell. No, that's what we do here. Apparently,
I didn't
You
think
guys
I was gonna
don't
have
think.
to think about that.
We got a volcano and a rock going to
Uh-huh.
talk to a mechanic.
Yeah.
Like we're the start of a bad knock joke, honestly. A rock
That's
and a
why-
volcano get into a bar.
'cause-
Like
If she sees me right away, she'll be very. If she already found out that she's missing the blueprints, she'll be very hostile. So maybe you guys can talk to her, warm her up first, and then I don't know.
I just don't want to get killed for something dumb that you both did.
I'll be right here if anything happens. I'll be in the bushes.
Whatever. Rasmus, let's go.
Okay.
So, Raskus and Winter, you see a very ordinary house. It's about 2 stories tall. But you notice that each of the windows on the first and second floor seem to be just like completely blocked off from letting any light in. You would assume them to be curtains, but it doesn't seem like that's what it is. And you both have pretty high passive perception, so you do notice that the smoke coming out from the chimney has more of a purple hue instead of like the charcoal grayish black.
Okay. Have we approached her place yet?
Yeah,
Or
like
are
that.
we at her doorstep?
You're like at the doorstep at this point.
Do we feel like we're being watched?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I will.
Do I have to do a stealth check to like hide?
If
behind-
you're around the corner, no. It's not like
I would like to
she's-
not be that noticed.
Okay. Are you trying to hide from Anya or from the world?
From Anya specifically. If I don't have to, it's fine.
Then you don't really have to if you're far
Okay.
enough away.
18.
With an 18.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. You got this really weird feeling when you first left the Great Night. But then Enos immediately started backstabbing Elanora and telling you everything that happened. So you got way more distracted by that story. But once Enos kind of breaks off again, you get that, you feel the same feeling of you being followed by someone. At least the group being followed by someone, something, some group.
I just kind of whispered to Raskus as we're at the front door. And I'm just like, stay on guard, please.
Of course.
And I knock on the door.
Okay. Takes a couple seconds. No entry to this establishment. Please leave.
I look over at Raskus. Well, we tried. Should we...
I knock. I'm gonna knock again and say hello.
Hello. What do you need?
We would like to speak with the owner of this establishment.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
Opening door. And you
I
see
just
the
look
door
over.
open.
I thought you froze for a second. I was like, oh.
He's going method.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been real bad if I froze, wouldn't it? And you see basically this giant spider automaton attached to the roof, and its arm is locked into where the door is, and it's just two crooked eyes just glowing and staring in your direction.
Fire?
I kind of can you check insight on automatons? Like,
I don't think
I don't
that's a
think-
thing.
I don't think that's a thing. I'm gonna just walk in. Slowly.
Intruder.
Yeah, I was gonna say I grab Winter. I'm like, no.
Yeah, coming
So
from down the stairs, you see this woman in her nighttime attire, hair everywhere. She's an elven woman. Where the fuck is she? There she is. Long brown hair, and basically none of her tools, and she's in this really comfortable looking clothing that has a bunch of like little stars and tools on them. It's so early in the morning. Can I help you?
So, hello. First off,
Hi.
the other day, I had some acquaintances come by and believe they asked you about a prosthetic arm for somebody.
The same people that probably stole my blueprints? Is that who?
I don't know.
Deception check.
Deception?
Yeah.
Oh,
13.
no, you getting wombo comboed.
Well, they did seem really nice. Yeah, you need a prosthetic or something?
Yeah, they had basic information. We were just curious more about like how much and like what the specifics were into getting the high tech arm. Like what needs to be done.
And we are sorry because our friends are stupid. And if we showed up, we wouldn't. You seem like a very nice person, and we wouldn't do that. I look at me and Raskus, we wouldn't do that.
So
I'm sorry you got this short end of the stick.
It's fine because that was my prototype blueprint. That was like one of the wow, this might actually work. That's the one that blew people's hands off. So if your friend still has it, whichever one took it, I'd recommend not building it if they like their fingers.
I look over at Raskus as a joke, but I hope I just look over at Raskus. I won't tell if you won't.
I'm gonna
It's a joke. I promise you, I'm joking. But like, if she does make it, she kind of has it coming.
We'll talk about it later if that's the case.
Anyway.
Yeah. In 2 months, I make a lot of blueprints. A lot of them get burned because I work in very hot situations.
No.
So I have to keep making more of them. Completely understandable. To talk about the prosthetic.
Oh, wow.
It kind of depends on how much of the arm is needed. As she like rolls up her left sleeve, show me where you need it to kind of go.
Vanessa had a
DM.
stub, right? It was like, was it at the like elbow?
It was basically like just past the
okay.
wrist. It wasn't that much.
Here.
Okay.
For the main mechanics of it, about 500 gold pieces of actual material. To get the fancy bit to make it move around a lot more. it will need a Mind Alter gem, which does tend to cost 1,000 to 2,000 gold pieces. But that's for full autonomy. I could make a simpler version for way cheaper than the gem. That would still be functional, but not as perfect.
I think the full autonomy would be nice.
It's definitely the most convenient for anyone that has to work with their hands.
Yeah. Do you know where we could acquire this gem?
As I
By
said
chance?
to your pals, associates, I don't remember what you called them. I
Acquaintances.
just
Acquaintances
that
at
A
the moment,
word.
Yeah.
Not assholes. Got it.
Maybe that
No.
one.
I acquired this one from Matrium Esperus. He was the one that kind of gave me the insight of how the gem worked, as she like unbuckles the palm of the hand to show the beautiful crystal. I got mine from Matrium Esperus. If you're lucky, you might be able to find one kind of out and about. My knowledge of it is it's a compressed mind flare brain. So if you have any of those just kind of laying around, that'd be super beneficial.
Not immediately. Maybe one day.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
But Matrium Esperus should be able to get another one. It takes a while to acquire one, even with their great powers. That'd probably be your best aspect of doing so, probably.
Gotcha. Well, thank you. Can I go ahead and just give you 500 right now for the materials, so you can go ahead and get those ordered?
I did just have a good batch of materials come in. I can just use some of that if you don't want to put a down payment for the materials.
I'll go ahead and give you. Go ahead and put a down payment on there.
It's very honorable of you for your friend.
Thank you. And I give her 600 instead.
Yeah, you see her like put it on her hip and it falls to the floor. Don't have my belt on.
Oh,
We can.
I can get it. It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I'm usually in my working attire. Don't have my belt on because I am still in my pajamas.
but extra 100 for the other day.
What happened the other day? Oh, never mind. I remember.
Yeah.
Yet again, we're sorry.
It's perfectly fine. If you'd like to return it, that'd be nice. But I have no use for it besides the keepsake of the first round.
I'll try to get it to you.
I would appreciate that. I don't think I've ever seen you all around here before, so I don't know how long you plan to be staying in Coalfield.
Hopefully not long, but
Passing through.
Passing through.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your stay.
We'll get back to you as soon as we can with the rest of the materials.
And
I
hope you
needed
sleep well.
to meet the person, right? Or do you think just nub is enough?
If you're
Would you be-
comfortable with meeting them,
Yeah, I can leave my house. I don't like to.
okay. We would really appreciate that if you were able to leave and talk to them.
Cool. Where do I need to go? Who am I looking for?
We're the Great Knight. And their name is Vanessa.
I will be on that after I finish sleeping.
Understandable. Thank you, Anya, I believe,
Yes, that is my name.
presumably.
Do you want to
Okay,
shake
thank you.
my metallic hand?
Yes.
Yes, I kind of do too, not gonna lie.
It feels so skeletal and cold. Like the metal is
Excellent.
just naturally cooling.
Excellent.
It was lovely to meet you. Neither of you gave me your names.
Oh,
Greta, I'm so tired that I probably won't remember them anyway.
Okay.
I should write down the information you've given me. Have a good day. As she pokes a button on the door and just slams in your face.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we have conversations will be had. Well, it's good that she wasn't she was nice. I'm imagining we're walking and talking back to.
Yeah. Enos.
I was just in the corner with my hand in my blade, just ready.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Winter, you still have that feeling of being watched.
Can I look around again
Sure.
to see if? Come on, baby. I'm pretty sure that's the same number. No, it's not. It's a dirty 20.
It feels so random, but you see a 4-foot tall man, giant arms. He has a pretty nice beard, kind of just leaning up against a building. And every so often, you swear he looks in your direction.
That one.
Okay. Are we walking fairly close
To that person?
Well,
Or to
both. Now that you said it, both. I was mostly talking about, are we walking close together, like in three, like Raskus, Winter, Enos.
Sure.
Okay. While we're just talking about what's going on, can I clock the direction of this dude watching us?
Yeah, he's on the left side of the road, kind of just on the side of one of the buildings in one of the alleyways.
Okay. As we're just talking, I just quickly, under my breath, say, point out the direction. I don't point at them, not like that, but I just say, to the left in the alley, someone's watching us. As we're intertwined with our regular conversation.
Raskus, he looks pretty familiar.
He looked pretty familiar.
When you look over, he looks pretty familiar. You remember seeing him inside of the Temple of Tempest.
Ooh.
Oh no. I think I recognize him. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, though.
Might be your gym, bro. Above table.
It
could
is
be,
not Brazen Thunderscope.
Oh.
No one can ever be Brazen Thunderscope.
Correct. No one can be that confident in themselves.
Alright. So we all see him at this point?
Yeah, you all clock this extremely buff, short guy.
Then where do I recognize him from?
From the back room of... when you and Elanora went into the back room, there was a glass wall with a gym on the other side. You swear he looks like one of the guys that was in there. And you might have also seen him at the wolf pack tending to people's wounds. But that one would have been a lot, more different. But, Winter, you get the feeling that this is the person that's been following you the whole time.
Okay. As we're just casually walking, I just whisper, should I make contact? Looking at both of them.
Anyone recognize him? Who is he?
I think he looks a little familiar. When me and Eleanor went to the temple, and we got some books, acquired some, I think I recognize him in the other room with some kind of stone. So I don't know if he's bad or not, though. I mean, it feels a little bad.
I don't think we should talk to
I mean, I could go talk to him.
Do you remember what Andrea told us, that the people that work for the Temple of Pelor
That's not it.
That's not that one.
No, not the temple. What is it?
Tempest.
Temple of
Tempest.
Tempest. My bad. I was just watching Critical Role. Temple of Tempest. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They're easily, or
Bought.
yeah, That's the word.
Oh, now I remember that.
So maybe we shouldn't.
Beautiful
so yeah,
note
maybe we
taking.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll just keep on skedaddling then.
We need to get to the inn and we need to get the fuck out of town.
Yeah, Eleanor, you want to do
Yeah.
something?
While they're out, shortly after they leave, I will have also left to go return the blueprints. But I'm
What?
like, I guess I'm taking a different route than they would have. I guess more just killing time walking through the city. But
You can head down the 3rd street, which has Magic for the Mindless on it. Go all the way up to where the the Wukiale estate is, and then make your way back around if you wanted to take a long route.
just basically walking to kill time, but also trying to avoid crossing the path of the others because I don't want them to like because I already feel bad about taking it. But I would have finished at least copying a sketch
Yeah.
of the thing just so I could keep looking at it. But I'm gonna go return it,
Okay. I'll allow it.
so we can do that later.
Yeah, you guys keep making your way, and you notice the guy, and you casually turn around, and you're like, oh, we're just guys hanging out, and you do the little turnaround thing, and you clock him every single time you do it. He's just staying 50 feet behind you at all times.
Did we try to lose him?
We look guilty.
Not really. If we split up, who would he follow?
The slowest.
That's very fair.
That's a good point.
I'm being honest.
Thanks, guys.
One of us would.
I am as
I'm
tall as
assuming-
Enos' calf.
You can teleport, can't you? I think I've seen you
Yeah, I can.
do some sort of vanishing.
And I would.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah, so what are you
So-
guys doing?
But if he already knows where we're staying, then there's no point.
Maybe he doesn't.
Do you think he does?
What if we went back to the first place? What if we went back to the first inn that we stayed at? The shitty one.
And then sneak up?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm with you.
Down for this. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head back to, I believe, the 5th right. And you make your way back towards the Staggering Cabbage, where Yardell is in there. I feel like I've seen you all before. Would you like any rooms or some of my ale?
We like a room.
Didn't we pay for a room for a month?
Oh wait, yeah, didn't we do that?
Yeah, we gave him a gold.
Oh yeah,
shit.
we did give him a gold.
You guys still have your key. Where have you all been
Yeah.
staying? I haven't seen you in like 3 days.
We party hard, old man.
I know exactly what you mean.
And I'll just walk up to the room.
Wait, old man. Yeah. You go back up to your shitty rooms.
Was he following us? Was I clocking that he was?
He did not
when I
enter the
had-
building with you.
Okay, that's fine. But did he like?
He followed
we
you
were
all the
approaching-
way to it.
Okay, good. Which I don't. Well, which way is? Does these room have windows? First question.
Yes, they do, and they're facing the alleyway behind the building.
They're facing the alleyway.
Mhm.
Okay, even better.
Perfect.
I kind of go to the room, and I look at Enos and Raskus. So we're all dispersing and meeting up at the Great Night, correct?
Oh, I thought we were just sneaking out the window.
That works
And sitting
too,
there.
but
I thought
okay.
that's what we were doing.
If
You
we
want to give
want,
him the slip, right?
I'm cool with
Uh,
either.
Yeah, well, so we don't
Yeah.
split up.
Yeah, splitting up would be
if we want, I could blink real quick and scope out the area. They won't be able to see me, but I'll be able to see them. To see if anyone's looking at our room.
that would help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I
Okay.
look out though? Can I quickly like peek out the window to see if like this dude isn't like galaxy braining us and like already in that.
Yeah.
He's already right
So
there.
you open up the curtains, and it is just frosted white. It is disgusting. It is dirty, nasty window. It is hard to see out of.
Okay.
You can still try, but it's not great.
I'll still try.
Go for it.
Okay. Dog shit, man. That's a 12.
Damn.
Yeah. So you open up the
6 plus
window.
6.
You go, ugh. You just get a little bit closer, and you see a spider like crawl down. And it like shocks you for a quick second. You don't really see anything.
Is it just dust?
No, like there's
Or is
like
it,
a
like-
disgusting spider that's probably dead, just like crumbles down from the curtains.
Yeah, but I mean, on the window, like it's just like dusty and like.
Alcohol, years of not being cleaned, other liquids that I
so
can't
it's like-
say.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, the usual.
Okay, that's
Hell
fine.
yeah.
Raskus, did you want to cast Blink?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
blink. We're gonna keep going with the green theme, and you just kind of see like the form of Raskus disappear as like a faint green mist goes over him, and then he's just kind of gone.
Okay.
So like kind of start from like head to toe, disappears
Hell yeah.
in a green mist.
Kind of like the teleporting aspect in some show that I can't think of the name of right now, where it's just like a laser beam that goes. Zzz, zzz.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Works for me.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'm just gonna kind of poke my head out the wall, into that alleyway,
Yeah, give me a perception check.
just real quick.
Because you are. What plane of existence are you on during Blink?
Ethereal.
Perfect. That's what I thought.
Okay.
The ethereal plane is very fun. It's a very fun plane. to be
18.
on. You don't see the figure that you know to be following you. It's another one of those kind of weird windy days, as it was a couple of days ago. So you just see these like tumbleweeds kind of just like flying past, going down different alleyways. But they have these like antler aspects to them, and you swear some of these antlers have these little pinpricks of eyes that are just constantly looking around, just blowing with the wind in certain directions.
No. Nope, no thank you. So after seeing that horror, I don't see the figure in the alleyway.
You don't see the figure in the back alleyway, no.
Okay. Then I'm going to back into the room. And I think I can just cancel it if I want.
Just keep it going if you want to.
I mean, it only lasts for a minute.
It's up to you.
Can I kind of go further down the alleyway to see if he's like maybe further down or like out in the open waiting for us?
Yeah,
Like,
which way you
will I
want to
have
go,
enough
left or
time?
right?
Would I know which way would get me back to the Green Knight?
You'd have to go to the right to make it back to the central main road, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
So if I can go out and look to the right of the alleyway and make it back in time before the spell ends, I will do that.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
know
pretty sure
how long
every
it's gonna
round
be.
you have to like roll to see if you come back, right?
Oh. Yes, at the end of each of my turns for the duration of the spell, but the duration's 1 minute. So I guess how many times should I roll? If a round's technically 6 seconds.
Yeah, every round is 6 seconds. I'd say you could get down into like the edge of the building in the first 6.
Okay. I roll an 11 or higher. I vanish from my current plane and appear in ethereal. I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you stay in the ethereal plane.
No, I think I returned.
Well, you were already in it.
On a roll of 11 or higher, I vanish from my current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane.
But you were already in it.
So then I guess I just need to roll lower than an 11.
Yeah, to go back. So 1 to 10,
Okay.
you go back to real world. 11 to 20, you stay in the ethereal.
Gotcha. Do I add my spell attack?
No, it's just a
Oh,
flat
God.
roll. That was a very strange power surge that didn't mess with any of my electronics.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So okay. Swag. So yeah.
Yeah. So you can make it a little bit farther. You don't see him You don't see him anywhere in that area.
Then I'm gonna go back up to the room. Roll again.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's an 11.
Yeah.
So upsetting.
You're running back. You're like, okay, time to go up. You can't fly anymore like you could basically do in the ethereal plane.
Fuck.
So
how far is
you're just
the
there
window?
for like 6 seconds. It's the second story, so it's about 15 feet up.
Can I use my message cantrip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna do a message towards a creature within range. To Enos, and say, hey, I'm in the alleyway. I blinked and I didn't make it back in time.
I blinked and then that 6 seconds are over. So give me a roll to see where you stay. Oh no, did you? I was timing how long you were talking, and you talked for longer than 6 seconds. You said, I blinked, and that's when the 6 seconds would have gone off. See where you are?
Oh, I thought I already blinked back.
Yeah, but like...
Because I failed.
Yeah, but it keeps happening for the whole minute.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's called Blink.
I can dismiss the spell as an action. Can I dismiss it?
Yeah.
Okay, I dismiss it, bitch.
I was like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Where did he go?
Where'd he go? Okay. I guess am I still there? My back? Where am I? I didn't know I did that.
You're still on the floor.
I don't know how this shit works. Okay.
Yeah, so you send your message to Enos. It looks safe.
Yeah. Okay. Back to message. It's safe. I'm in the alleyway. Y'all can come down.
Every time someone talks in my head, it's so weird. Can I talk back to them, do you think? I mean, I'm talking to Winter.
Sometimes it depends
Raskus,
on-
you heard all of that.
It depends
I
on
know.
the spell.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna try to open the window.
You want to try and open it stealthily or just fling it open?
Sir.
Oh god, fuck. Yeah, quietly.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
But
jeez.
I'm not bad at that. I am bad if I roll a 4.
Damn.
So
Plus.
it's 6.
There we go.
It opened.
I cough really loudly to cover up the sound of it.
Raskus
Alright.
doesn't seem like anyone noticed in the alleyway. It was just a chance to make a really funny sound.
There we go.
I'll tell Winter. Alright, Raskus said he's in the alley and that the coast is clear. So I just hop out the
Alright.
window.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hop out the window as well.
Both you make dexterity saving throws. See how well you
I'll-
land.
I was gonna say with the
I have
monk
advantage
thing
on
with
the
the falling thing.
Yeah, but you have disadvantage because your body is still in shambles.
What about how far is the drop?
15 feet.
Okay, then I should be good if I fall out since the monk.
For a
falling
slow fall,
thing.
yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12 total.
Yeah.
Ayo, yeah.
The window isn't appropriately sized for you. So you kind of like flump out, but you do land okay. And your back, it kind of starts leaning forward a little bit, and you just snap it back into place. You're fine.
Oh, God.
Was not a very
That's-
high DC.
Never fun.
Well, yeah, you're all in the alleyway. You can make your way back to the Great Night if you'd want to.
Can I roll perception to see if I still have that feeling? Or
Sure.
Was perception still up? Okay.
Stealth our way there.
Yeah, I want to stealth my way. Yes.
I would like to cast guidance as well.
Okay.
On me.
So add a D4. Do I roll? Or does
Winter
Winter-
rolls.
Okay, roll a D4 to whatever you roll.
Okay. So I rolled a 10 plus. What's my
6.
for my perception? Yeah, it's plus 6, so 16 plus so D4.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. I think that's a 3. So 19.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You don't get that feeling anymore. Feels a lot calmer now.
Okay.
What?
Should we still be
fine.
stealthy about it?
I still think we should be stealthy about this.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's be.
Oh, y'all
ready,
give me
stand
stealth. Remember, Raskus, you have ability that you can give someone advantage on this.
Yes.
I'm like waiting. Is he gonna do it? Or...
Blessing of the trickster. I was seeing if I had to get rid of anything. Is it like a divine thing, or is it just a natural
I
ability?
think it's a channel divinity, but I'm not 100% sure.
As invoke duplicity, cloak of shadows, or channel divinity. I don't know what harness divine power it does.
Harness divine power is you use your channel divinity to get a spell slot back.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah. I'll
You can just do that as many times as you want.
Yeah, I'll tap both of them, so they have advantage on dex stealth checks.
Okay.
I'll say you can only do it on one person at a time.
Okay.
I
It's
already
like
rolled.
a somewhat concentration-y thing.
I was gonna say, I already rolled. I was gonna say, give it to. I can't say that, but do what you gotta do. Pick.
Who has a higher stealth?
Me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I give it to Enos.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I should already know that. You're welcome. That's not that bad. 17.
Natural 20.
19 plus 7.
That's what we like.
No
to
one
hear.
ever saw you. Your database of knowledge gone. No one knows who you are anymore. Yeah, you guys can make it back to the main road easily and kind of be mixed amongst all the other people to not really have to worry about being seen by specific individuals that might be interested in your faces.
Even with a natural 20, I'm pretty sure I'm still lower than Winters. I only have a +2.
Yeah, you did it to the best of your ability.
Yep.
Now we go back to Elanora, who has also been traveling around. Did you want to stop in? The things that are on the road are Harbek's Bane and Magic for the Mindless.
What's Harbek's Bane?
It is a blacksmith. A smithery.
Yes.
Okay.
More just to kill time, but yeah, I wouldn't mind going in and looking around.
On the left side of this fairly long and wide road, you see a fully stone building with multiple chimneys coming out the top. Entering, you see a shop with multiple pieces of armor and several different weapons. Behind the, actually, he's like working in like one of the back rooms. You see a male human. He's very large, buff, dark-skinned human. He looks like he lifts a little bit too much. He has a dark shirt on. That was probably once a white apron. Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, I was mostly just looking around. But now that I'm in here, I actually am looking for, I guess, like a chest plate. I don't really wear a lot of heavy armor. It tends to affect my movement, but...
Do you want it to be able to go over your dress, or do you have different garments for when adventuring?
I have, like, pants and a shirt that I would wear normally. This is just while I'm in town.
I have had to make battle dresses, so I can completely understand the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, I just feel like I'd trip on it. I'm not the most graceful.
Most of them do. But you want a chess piece? Any specific kind you want? As I go and look at what the fuck chess pieces cost.
I am not really sure. I've never worn one before. And up until now, I've only just had basic leather armor and very odd kind of magical armor, but I need something a little bit more durable.
I've made several fine pieces of just regular breastplate. If you want a full set of armor, I can get you one of those as well, all of which are much more expensive the more complete set that you acquire.
I think I would just need the chest piece that protects most of the vital things that I would be more concerned about.
Oh, then I think you're looking over at this then, as he goes over to one of the shelves and takes off this pretty nicely made breastplate off of one of the mannequins. Just like puts it on the table. Whew. God, these things always get heavier, especially the older you get. This is one of the newer made breastplates. This one will run you about 400 gold pieces, and that's just like the normal asking price for something of this caliber.
Can I lift it up and see? Because I am really familiar with the way I fight. When I pick it up, do I feel as if this would be something that would, like, hinder my ability, or like would hold me back in any way? I mean, I have proficiency in all kinds of armor, but
I'm not really. It is a set. It's a piece of medium armor. It's AC 14 plus 2 for Dex, and it weighs 20 pounds. So it's not light by any means.
Do I add anything to that?
So your AC would be 16 with this armor.
Okay, so that's just what I have now. So,
this would be the best for if you wanted to not sound like you're a can running down the street. It's definitely helpful if you need to go on stealthier excursions. We do have other options if you'd want to look at those, but they're far less stealthy.
I think I'm okay for right now, but in the future, if I change my mind, I will come back. But thank you for all the help. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, like he wipes off his hand, goes for a really formal handshake.
I'll shake his hand.
And it's not very often a princess comes into my store and he gives a kiss on the top of your hand.
I just blush. Thank you, and then walk out of the store.
Okay.
But after that, I'll just meander around a little bit, and kind of make my way back towards Anya's house. Can I do a perception just as I'm walking down the street?
I would happily like you to do a perception check. Otherwise, I just get to do stuff.
That's gonna be a 3.
Yeah, you're just so flustered from what Harbeck just did that you just don't even think. You're just like, okay, beeline this way, turn, and head back. Doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary. He's really walking around. I see a couple kids playing with ball and kicking them around and stuff like that. But other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. You can make it back to Anya's house, no problem.
Okay, I'm gonna hold the paper in my hands and just take a really deep breath. God, I hope this goes okay. And I'm gonna knock on the door.
Thief.
Yes, I'm here to return the blueprints.
Again, you reply after calling you that. Are you friend of Anya?
No.
Confusion. He's just sends off an alarm. And 2 minutes later, you see the door open and you see the same disheveled Anya that the other group saw. What the fuck? I was up with my robots today. Wait, I remember you. How are you doing?
I came to give this back.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry for taking it.
Did your friends tell you that they told me?
No, I haven't seen them yet.
Well then, this is just a coinky-dink now, isn't it? I will be taking that back. My prototypes. You had this for 2 days, as one intellectual to the other. Did you do anything with this blueprint?
No, I was just studying it. I've never really seen anything like this. I've always been very curious about new types of technology. I don't know. At first I took it because I was scared it was going to fall into the wrong hand. But, I mean, it was very fascinating to learn about and kind of see how it works. But no, I didn't do anything with it.
Good to know. She puts her hand on your shoulder. Because if you did build it, you can say adios to your hands.
Is that what happened to your arm?
Oh no,
I think-
that was a completely different story that I have no time for. Because I keep getting interrupted while trying to sleep.
I'm sorry again, and I felt really bad about taking it, and I trust that you are careful about who your weapons go to. And who's-
Absolutely. They're called the highest bidder. I'm kidding. It's not very often a thief gives their things back, so it's very honorable of you to have done that. Oh, gotta commend you for being honorable and telling me the truth.
I'll let you get back to sleep, but thank you, and thank you for your willingness to help our friend.
If I wasn't helping other people, no one would want to help me in what I'm doing. So, it can be a Demogorgon eat Demogorgon world. But sometimes, if you just have the right friends, it doesn't really matter now, does it?
You're right. But, see you sometime, I guess. Sleep well.
I can absolutely try to. As the door closes, you hear, if one more person knocks on the door, kill them. As she goes upstairs.
And then I'll just start making my way back to the inn. Not in any kind of rush, just kind of enjoying being outside after hold up in my room for 2 days.
Okay. Enos, Raskus, and Winter, you arrive back at the Great Night. It's approaching dinner time, so it's a decent time for customers to be in. You see the fiddler from the other day and the pianist are both there playing music to give off the ambiance that they like to.
Excellent.
Other than that, nothing really seems out of the ordinary.
Quick scan for Szala.
Go for it.
It's probably been long gone by now, but Jesus. 14.
Yeah, you see several people that look distinguished enough, similar to what Szala had in his disguise, but doesn't seem like anyone in here looks like him.
I guess we go back to.
If you three have anything else you want to do today, now's the time to let me know.
I go
You
ahead.
got it. No, you go.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna inform the group. I'm gonna go back up to my room. I'm gonna try to see if I can talk to Glitter Gold again.
Okay.
If y'all need me, that's where I'll be.
Enos Winter.
I kind of, as I go upstairs, I kind of look at Enos. I'm like, you need to make sure she doesn't get us killed and you killed. Got it? I don't want to worry. I just made friends. I don't want to worry about people dying. And then I walk upstairs.
You said that in the lobby? That's crazy to me. Okay.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Like, a couple people walk by. What is wrong with those people?
What is
The music
happening?
stops. Yeah.
You just record
I'm gonna
scratch.
go just inform Vanessa. I'm assuming they gave me the information.
Yeah.
On their way here,
You're probably
I'm
close
just
enough to
gonna let
hear
them
it anyway, if you were just around the corner.
like the price and everything.
Yeah.
Let her know everything.
You don't know how much Raskus handed over, of course, but other than that. Yeah. Elanora, you make it back. Nothing seems to stop you. So, you have anything else you want to do the rest of the day before we get back to Raskus?
I was gonna go knock on Enos' door. I guess it would technically be Elaine's, but
Mm-hmm. So we'll go back to Raskus real quick. Give me a religion check.
Okay. I can't see. Only a +1. I feel like I did something wrong for that to happen.
It's called being a trickery
10.
domain.
10. Fuck.
You're looking into the nugget once more. You like polish it a little bit. You see a little bit of red hair. They just go and like close the curtains real quick. Seems like you caught them at a bad time.
Oh. Damn.
A funny way to say they're there, but a low roll.
Kind of, yeah. More pressing matters.
Yeah, it seems like they were taking a shower.
Yeah.
But Enos, Elanora knocks on your door.
Yes.
Well,
I
do you
open the door.
you open?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I open the door.
I just wanted to let you know that I returned the blueprints to Anya.
You did?
I left not long after you guys did.
How did she react? She wasn't upset?
I think she was more upset that I woke her up from sleeping than blueprints.
That's fair. She was very tired, it seemed, when we left. From what I could claim. I had to tell the guys that you took it. I didn't know how she would react when we got there, and I didn't want them to, I guess, be in danger and not know why.
I understand. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to the whole trusting other people thing.
Yeah. I think we all are a little bit. But I understand, like, doing what you think is right. And I'm with you. I know, I trust you to make the right decision. But maybe if there's not time to talk about it, maybe we could have a code word or something whenever you're gonna do something, and let me know.
Well, just a heads up that I'm probably about to do something
Yeah.
stupid.
A sign, anything. A word.
Booyaka 619.
It's just, I don't like being caught off guard from that either.
I know, I figured the less you knew, the better it would be if in case things went south. But
I mean, if they did, you know I'd back you up. Either way.
yeah. But I just wanted you to know. But yeah. What'd she say? Is she gonna help us?
Yeah. It's just expensive endeavor that we're gonna have to figure out, along with the Great Knight.
Well, I'm glad she's gonna get her hand back.
Yeah, in a way.
At least we'll have something.
Yeah. You should probably also talk to Winter. They didn't seem too happy that you lied to them. They're very hard to open up to us, especially recently, so maybe you should talk to them.
I'd rather be dropped from the building again than do that. Yeah. Have you seen him again?
No, I've been keeping an eye out.
Okay. But I'll let you relax, and I'm gonna go get some food and sit downstairs for a little bit. So, night and just walk back down the hallway.
Yeah. The rest of the night goes by pretty uneventfully. During the night, though, is a different story. As Enos, you come to consciousness. You're back in the street of Coalfield. You're used to these sequences being in an open field or something, or someplace different. But you're just on the main street of Coalfield right now, not another soul on the street. So, what do you fight for?
Do I see anyone?
Not a soul.
Am I tied up in any way?
Nope. Not
Okay,
at
I'll
all.
get up.
No, you're already standing.
Oh, I thought you said my back was on the floor.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm back, not your back. Okay. Makes who's there?
You're asking questions, and we've only just met. That seems like it would be my job. What do you fight for?
Why do you want to know?
Another question. Oh, they always told me storm mains would be a pain in my ass. I didn't think it was true. Let me try a different question. Why do you fight?
Do I have my weapons on me?
Doesn't seem like it.
Fuck.
Your back feels fine right now. You can walk around.
I fight to protect the weak.
Oh, then we do have similar goals, it appears.
Why?
Because I like to find friends that want to help make this world a better place. It's the most honorable task any one man can try and go on, can't it?
Yes. What does a better place mean to you?
Place without hatred, a place where no one has to envy another person. Wouldn't that just be lovely to have?
It'd be nice, but it's impossible. One can't control their emotions.
But there are ways. Magic is a magnificent thing to do and change the way people look at the world, isn't it? Working as hard as I have to make this world happier has only torn it apart. You seem like a nice person that wants to bring this world closer to a unity.
I don't know.
It seems
actually
like a
don't
pretty
know.
straightforward answer. Do you want the anarchy of the world to continue? Or do you want everything to be harmonious? I think that's a reasonable question.
East sounds nice, I guess.
Music to my ears, Enos. Lovely to hear you say these things. From one of the alleys, you see this man in a beautiful, beautiful suit. The face is unrecognizable. It's almost like there's just a black void there. But the voice seems to be emanating from this vacuous hole of a face. It could be so easy to bring everyone together. There's just problem children that need to go. And you seem willing and able to be able to take out all the problems of the world. You took out one huge one in Wolfgang.
Yeah, I did.
So would you care to at least think about helping and making this world harmonious? You're a reasonable guy.
In my own way.
So, I'll ask again. Is there anything you specifically fight for besides fighting for people who can't fight for themselves? Is there specifics?
My friends.
Friends is a very loose term, I assume. Do you enjoy having lots of friends? Because I could give you many friends.
I enjoy my close friends.
You're definitely an interesting specimen. Built to kill. A family of killers. Born and raised to raise hell upon anyone that crosses their paths. It'd be nice to have.
Have for what?
For my group of friends. What's your opinion of the theater? Have you ever been to a theater?
The theater? I don't think I have.
They have these lovely masks. Like the one in your backpack. Think about it. I could promise you so much. Good night, Enos. As you just watch their form kind of just melt into the ground as the entire world melts around you, turning into this strange vortex until all of it goes black. And you all wake up after a long rest.
Boy, oh boy, was I tired. Slept like a baby.
Yeah.
Slept great.
Elanora, when you
Put it on.
awake, it's to a pretty gruesome sight. As you see a beautiful sword in the wall, Maisie's head up top, and her body on the ground down below.
Oh shit.
Wait, is there anyone else in the room?
There's the two parts of Maisie.
Why would you
Scream. Like, blood curdling top of my lungs. Like, I bolt up in bed and, like, try to run to her. Is it her head's pinned into the wall?
It's just like the sword went straight through her neck and it was large enough to hold her head above it.
But the rest of her body fell to the floor.
Yeah, with a giant just red stain along the back wall. And that's where we are going to end this good session. So, thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next week to figure out what happened to Maisie. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.